Chevrolet TrailBlazer, a lot of car for very little money plus minor problems. The SUV family to which the TrailBlazer belongs is one of General Motors, GM's, most popular. Large SUVs under this brand have been produced since the 70s of the last century and are consistently successful in the market. Chevrolet Blazer K5 was wildly popular and even entered service with the U.S. Army under the name Cuck M1009. In 1983, the first small Blazer S-Series appeared on the market, which became the founder of a new series of compact SUVs by American standards. Until 1995, both Blazers existed in parallel. Since 1995, full-size SUVs have received a new name, Tahoe, and the S-Series has retained the Blazer name. Launching the production of the Chevrolet TrailBlazer in 2001, GM sought to emphasize that the car was completely new and had only a formal relation to its predecessor, the Blazer S-Series. He, of course, is a successor and heir, but he performs at a different level. When building the Chevrolet TrailBlazer, GM did not deviate from tradition. The model received a powerful ladder-type frame, a continuous beam of the rear axle, a hardwired front-wheel drive, a reduction gear, an automatic transmission, and a powerful high-torque motor. Interestingly, the frame is with 8 transverse beams. This number is a kind of record for SUVs. Usually there are 4 beams, less often 6. At the same time, the spars are made by hydroforming, which consists in using high water pressure to give the surfaces the desired shape. This avoids a significant difference in stresses in the deformable metal, that is, the spars are stronger and more rigid, and also reduces the weight of the frame. In addition, the robust frame guarantees a high level of safety. By the way, the ladder in this car received increased attention. Steel protective bars in the doors, airbags with 2 degrees of filling, disc brakes on all wheels, ABS, laser welding technology for the body, which increases its rigidity. All these measures allow you to feel like in a fortress on wheels. The Chevy TrailBlazer engine is an inline, 6-cylinder, 24-valve, made of aluminum alloy. Working volume, 4.2 liters. This is the first engine in the GM SUV range to feature variable valve timing. At the same time, in terms of its output characteristics, it is close to the V-shaped 8s of the same volume, but 50 kilograms lighter. Power be healthy, 273 liters. Width and the torque of a steam locomotive, 373 Newton meters. And at the same time, it gives 90% of the maximum torque in a wide range of revolutions, from 1600 to 5600. This provides excellent dynamics and very good traction capabilities. The machine is able to tow a trailer weighing up to 2,608 kilograms. Here, a 4-speed hydromechanical transmission comes to the aid of the engine. TrailBlazer is equipped with a part-time all-wheel drive transmission, but with the function of automatic engagement of the front axle. That is, on asphalt it can be operated both in rear-wheel drive and in auto 4WD mode. In the second case, the front wheels are connected when the rear wheels slip. The controlled clutch in the transfer case is responsible for this process. For light to medium off-road, there is a 4HI mode that you can switch to without stopping. In this case, torque is constantly supplied to both bridges. Well, for heavy off-road there is a reduced 4LO mode. The car is packed in full, power accessories, memory seats, rain sensor, low beam turn-off delay, walk me home function, cruise control, separate climate control, up to 15 degrees difference, sunroof, leather interior, excellent audio system, DVD player for rear passengers. One most interesting gadget stands apart, a voice recorder stuck above the central mirror to record what you should not forget about. It feels like a typical old American behind the wheel. Swaying smoothly, without loading the driver with physical effort, the car allows the owner to move comfortably through city traffic jams and suburban highways. If you wish, you can also stomp on the slipper, to which the Chevy responds with a powerful jerk forward. For off-road use, the TrailBlazer is suitable with reservations. Yes, it has a quite acceptable ground clearance of 200 millimeters, but it has long overhangs. However, if you do not spare the car, you can drive anywhere. All the units are hidden inside a powerful frame, nothing vital sticks out. Snowdrifts can simply be rammed, since the power reserve allows you to work wonders. Like most GM SUVs, the TrailBlazer breaks down quite often, but mostly on small things. For example, an internal disease, struts and bushings of the front stabilizer. The details are penny, but they start knocking quickly. At the same time, they practically do not affect driving performance. The car drives as it drives. Of the branded source, the electric transfer case control activator remain. Salt and dirt gradually disable it. The front axle is a separate song. The already mentioned system of automatic connection of the front axle provides constant jerks in the front axle, which turns on and off. Of course, this quickly and reliably disables the bridge. And despite the fact that the details of the bridge itself and its repair are not so expensive, the price of its dismantling and installation in place causes a real shock to the buyer, from 22,500 rubles. This is due to the fact that the right axle shaft of the front axle passes through the engine crankcase. The front suspension is traditionally weak with ball joints, as well as shock absorbers and wheel bearings. At the same time, it must be remembered that when replacing ball joints or suspension arms, it is necessary to adjust the angles of the front wheels. And if you are taken to do this work for 1,500 rubles, run away from there, because for this money only convergence will be adjusted. Camber adjustment on these machines is quite complicated and laborious, and the price for a complete adjustment will be about 4,500 rubles. A failed automatic transmission is a normal occurrence for those who like to gas and slip. Alas, until now, many do not know that it is possible to slip with an automatic transmission only if the automatic selector is moved to position 1. Position D is solely for city and highway driving as prescribed by the owner's manual. If you follow these rules, the box will live long and reliably, and with a fairly hard ride. It has been tested many times. Another regular problem related exclusively to fuel quality is the yellow service engine soon light on the dashboard. Do not be afraid, the car can drive with it. At the service, the light bulb will be extinguished using a diagnostic computer. It is inexpensive. The problem is caused by misfiring fuel in the cylinders due to additives that increase the octane number of gasoline. If you are going to bring the car from the USA yourself, then a 3-year-old TrailBlazer will cost about $34,000 to $36,000. A 3-year-old TrailBlazer in Russia can be found for $28,000 to $31,000, and this is $3,000 to $4,000 cheaper than if you bring a car from overseas. On average, a car loses about $2,000 to $2,500 in price per year. The result is quite cheap even for an American, a lot of car for little money.